Hello, I'm Lynn Wolf, Managing Editor of Rural Lifestyle Dealer Magazine, with my editor's post for May 6, 2014. It's now or never. The spring selling season brings excitement back into the dealership. The optimism your customers feel when they begin working outside rejuvenates your sales team and makes those quotas much more obtainable. However, your sales team, no matter how good they are, can't carry the dealership. They won't make that sale if someone doesn't answer the phone or if the equipment isn't set up and displayed properly. That's why now is the time to make sure your entire team is rallying around the spring and summer sales season. The thought of rallying for a cause reminds me about when a small agriculture group I belonged to decided to host a national 4-day conference. The minute we signed on, our group became a force. We were no longer just having meetings based on a calendar, but because we had a project we could sink our teeth into. Our meeting attendance doubled, committees formed on their own, and we worked like crazy. It was as if our whole reputation was based on those 4 days. Regardless of whether it was or wasn't, it gave us a purpose. What if you set the mentality that the future of your dealership was based on sales made in the next 6 months? Don't think of it as a doomsday scenario, but from the mentality that it's now or never. Challenge each employee to evaluate their daily interactions with customers. For instance, what is the first impression made when a customer views your dealership online or in person? How many rings does it take before someone answers the phone, and what's the first greeting? How many feet do they have to travel before someone greets them or they're directed to a department? And how hard do your salespeople listen as opposed to just sell? And also, does your service department set and meet repair deadlines? Experts talk about the 30-foot, 10-foot, and 3-foot experience. The 30-foot experience is what the customer sees when they drive up to your dealership, such as the exterior signage. This is where you build brand awareness of your dealership and the lines you carry, says David Schmidt. He's the president of Aisle Logic, a retail merchandising and consulting company based in Saukville, Wisconsin. At 10 foot, you're leading the customer to a product. Schmidt says, assume that it's everybody's first time into the store. And the 3-foot mark is the defining moment in the purchase. He says, you need to effectively communicate in 3 seconds or less. Quickly give them a message, such as financing options. Follow the link to read more of my interview. The now or never mentality doesn't mean every interaction is a sale, but it should mean that it should be a future sale. No customer interaction can go to waste, and maybe even answering that phone by the second ring could save your dealership. Then incentivize. Rethink those quotas and go beyond just recognizing an employee of the month. Reward for a single outstanding action, for instance. And throughout the season, find ways to share performance metrics to keep momentum high and focused. And remember to say thank you often. My hope would be that your now or never scenario will make long-lasting changes for your dealership. Your customers, your employees, and your dealership will all benefit. Thanks for reading.